Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Shem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. I want to give a strong shout out to all the Akim out there, laboring for the Most High, risking their lives, risking time away from their family to do the Lord's work, to go out amongst the people and spread the good gospel, to warn our people to turn back to the Most High. I want to give a shout out to the Aquath out there, studying, teaching the other sisters, teaching the children, supporting the brothers, keeping the home in order, keeping the commandments, being a guide, being a guide also to the men, that stability. Um, Also, I want to give a shout out to all those that may not be out there getting built up in the spirit, preparing themselves, studying, um, praying, fasting, um, serving the Most High in any way that they can, right? And I want to title this today, Built Up in the Spirit, the Work Must Be Done, right? I'm not going to make this too long, but over the last week or so, um, I've been dealing back and forth with YouTube and, putting up, trying to do my part. Um, and, whatever the Most High put on me, um, I meditate on it, I pray on it, and then, I bring it forth in a way that is to in my ability, the best in my ability, you know. And anyway, the YouTube, I put up several videos, and they was basically, Esau, in the time that we're in, you know, knowing that their kingdom is coming to an end. So I basically been putting it on display. And YouTube removed several of the videos, and I know I'm not alone. There's much more uh, um, much more capable uh, brothers out there, Akim and Aqua out there that have been putting in the work with bigger bodies of work that have had their channels removed or been have strikes against um, their accounts for no more than just professing the word of the Most High. You know, uh, most of the time they're being called or being targeted as hate groups or as preaching hate, and you know, but never preaching lies. You know, and the Most High, as much as He loves, He hates as well. Anyone that knows the Bible knows this. But I had several videos that I have put up just of Esau talking. Um, this right here is basically one of the emails, and it was one video basically of Esau talking about what's going on in the time with COVID-19, and he was at his wits end, and he was talking against um, Esau. It was Esau against Esau, and he was at his wits end, and he was saying that they're fed up and they're hungry, and what they're gonna they're not gonna take it anymore. They're tired of it and not gonna take it anymore. That's Esau. They're the resistors. They're the one that's we're the ones that they're after. But they have the hardest time following the rules that they set forth. You know, we're the ones that that's walking around wearing the mask, and they set the rules for the mask, but they're the most resistors to it in the stores, because you go in the stores, the most one you see is not wearing it, the mask is them. Israel, the Most High put this docile spirit on Israel, so Israel don't fight these laws and everything like that. The Most High is going to put His spirit back on us to rise up in a given time. But in these times in our captivity, we've been following the rules. How else was we able to be put such a people was able to be put in slavery, right? But I digress. But anyway, this video I put up, it said nothing about hate. It was just Esau talking to Esau, and Esau in YouTube, for whatever reason, had an issue with it, so they removed it. So I appealed it, and they sent me this. They sent me this email, and they said that basically that we removed it because it's going against. It says, I'll read from the second part here. It says we removed it and it was flagged upon review. We determined that it violates our guidelines. We removed it from YouTube. We know that this might be disappointing, but it is important to us that YouTube is a safe place for all. If content breaks our rules, we remove it. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal it. You can appeal, and we'll take another look and keep Keep reading for more details. Right? Okay. Next line. Video content restrictions. It said YouTube does not allow content that explicitly disputes the efficiency or efficacy of the World Health Organization or local health authorities recommended guidelines on social distancing or self isolation that may lead people to act against the guidance, right? Um, Reading on. Now, mind you, before we go further, I didn't put no video. I only put a video of Esau saying that their businesses is closed and whatever the case was, and they was fed up with what they believed not to be true, right? I put nothing but scripture that was relating to what was going on in the video, right? It was Second Esdras 15:56 to 56 to 58, and we could go to that real quick. Let's go to that real quick. Sorry, bear with me. So you can know what I put up, 'cause sometimes the words, hurt. Team, and it was 56 to 58, right? And it reads the Second Esdras 15:56, right? And it reads, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall Yahweh do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Right? Reading on. 57. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. The sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. 58. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. Right? So let's go back. So that's all I put. I didn't even put the exact scripture. I just put Second Esdras 15:56 to 58. So they must be went and read it and saw what it said. But that was the Lord speaking, right? But anyway, when I appealed it, they came back and said, well, first off here, they says the impact on your account, the removal has not resulted in a community guideline strike or penalty on your account. However, we still encourage you to review all of your content. Make sure it is in line with our community guidelines. Additional violations could result in a strike against your account or even lead to account termination, right? So I appealed it, and they wrote me back, and they said this was not a strike against my account, but when I wrote them back, they struck my account and put a strike on it, right? And then I appealed that, and then they removed the strike and returned the video and put the video back up. Then the very next day, they took the video down, but they didn't strike the account, nor could I appeal it, right? So I didn't have a strike against my account, but the video was removed. Then the very next day after that, they struck another video. Basically, it was a video regarding Amalek and how they was being debunked of what's going on in Jerusalem. And they was being debunked by one of their own. And basically, the only thing I put was Revelations 2:9 and Revelations 3:9. And, which we all know refers to the synagogue of Satan. And they struck it down and put a strike against my account. And I'm not able to, at the time of this video, I'm not able to post or put up any videos for a week. And then they said another strike, I'll be, down for 2 weeks, and 3 strikes you're out, according to them, but not with them. That's the rule, only applies to us, but not with them. They think that they have many, many strikes, but we have to be perfect to the most imperfect people there was ever to step on the planet, right? Which is Esau. But and moving on, this is just to serve as motivation that, if they doing this to you, you must be doing something right. And the work doesn't stop. That's what the title of this video, being built up in the spirit, right? The work must be done, because this is the work that the Most High has placed on me in my position. There's many other people out there, many other brothers, let's say, and sisters that's doing the work of the Most High. And everybody has his job to do. Everybody has their job to do by the Most High. This is my job to do. And they're not going to stop it. Whatever platform I have to do it, whatever way it needs to be done, it's going to get done. Thus saith the Lord, because his word has to go out, right? It never stops, right? It's our job to speak the word of the Most High to those that don't know it, those that are in error, right? Let's go to the book of, let's prove that. Let's go to the book of Proverbs real quick, because we always got to stay in this work. And it don't matter what capacity you in. You could be, you could be on social media. I know it's a lot of things said about the brothers behind the keyboards and the Facebook warriors and the keyboard prophets and things like that. Whatever way, we living in different times. So back in our biblical times, when the Most High sent the prophets out to preach to this people, we didn't have these type of devices or mechanisms to do the word of the Most High. And this is all you should be doing on these mechanisms. You shouldn't be on Facebook watching these WAP videos or anything of any type of folly in these times. You should be on these platforms, these mechanisms, whatever they are, these social medias, spreading the word of the Most High to the people. Because if our people is on there, that means that they are looking for something to feed them. And it's according what you feed them as to what they or where they will end up next, right? If you feeding them folly, it's going to lead to their destruction. But if you feeding them the Most High, if you feeding them the word of the Most High, they have no choice. They have no choice. If that's the only thing available to them, they have to take it or go somewhere else. Right? Let's go to the book of Proverbs. And let's go to 31 and 8. Right? And this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, and I'm gonna start at 8. It says, "Open thy mouth for the dumb, in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction," right? You got to open your mouth for the dumb. The dumb are those that don't know, those that are in error, those that are looking for some type of guidance, right? You have to open your mouth. You have to speak the word. You have to tell them where they are in error, and you have to know the errors that they are in. That's why it's so hard that we study. We stay up on what the Most High said, and we are able to determine and break down the prophecies as to the time that we are in. Right. Verse 9: Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause for the poor and needy. Right. We have to stand up for our people. So not only do we have to bring out the word, but we have to be able to stand up for our people, stand against the wicked in righteousness, right? But this is all to that alluded to. You have to be ready for this. You can't jump out before you're ready. You have to be prepared. You have to get built up in the spirit. And it's a lot of motivation out there. It's a lot of brothers out there doing the work. You know, I think of, and just a backstory on myself. I was raised in the truth. I was born into this truth. I didn't always know the exact way to go, and the Most High, He brought it through my mother and her mother before that and her mother before that. So we're like fourth generations in this truth. But you still have to learn the proper way to, you know, to go about this. Because you can know you in the truth, but don't know everything of how to operate in the truth, if you understand that, right? You can know you an Israelite, but are you still are liable for knowing how to operate as an Israelite. For excuse me for not being able to put it a better way, but I've always known. I have never subscribed to any other religion. I have went to school and battled with teachers about being an Israelite and them saying, well, are you Jewish? And things like that. And I was like, no, I'm an Israelite. We are the true children of Israel. We are the true people of the Bible. Right. But, and this is no way to say that, like I'm trying to be perfect or anything like that, or, because I have been in error many times over the years growing into a man. And it's like I liken it like to The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy. You don't know the power you have until you know how to, how to use that power, right? Or where to aim that power. You don't know until until you get that glow, until you are, the Most High puts it on you to know, right? But I have always known that, that I was Israelite. I've always been an Israelite. My Israelite name is on my slave certificate. What the Most High has placed on me. All of my child is an Israelite. My mother knew she was Israelite. All my brothers in the truth. So we're a family of Israelites, but we still have to continue to do this work and learn and be prepared for Yahweh Shah to return here, right? And anybody, this is basically just serving as a motivational to anybody that's getting built up in the spirit and ready to come out and do the work of the Most High. You have to be prepared for it. You have to study and show thyself approved. You have to get a guide, because the Bible itself is a guide, but you need a guide for the guide, right? You need to get under some type of elder to learn and to be able to break down the scriptures to you. And the Most High will send you what you need to do. He will send you your role in his army, right? Because we are his army. We are his hand, right? And in this time more than ever, we need to be prepared because we're at war right now. right? Let's go to the book of Romans real quick. Because we serve as we all have our parts in this army, the army is just of one body, right? Right? Yahweh, by Yahweh Shai, right? We are all just part of this one body, right? So let's go to the book of Romans, and let's go to chapter 12, and let's start at 4, right? And this is the book of Romans, and chapter 12 and verse 4, and it says, "For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office." See? So we are all part of this one body, but we may have different roles. A lot of brothers may not be ready to go out on the street, right? A lot of sisters may not be ready to go and teach other sisters, right? But we have to prepare ourselves, and once we are prepared, we'll understand that role. We'll get that glow, and we'll know it's our time to go into battle. And whatever way we go into battle, every person is not going to have the same job. Everyone is not going to do the same thing, but we all support one another. The brothers out on the street, a lot of times when they're out there sharing the Most High's message, their content need to be shared. Their videos need to be shared. Their videos need to be promoted. All of it is of the Most High. No one, he gets all the esteem. He gets all the credit. No matter no matter who's doing the work, right? Um, reading reading verse 5. So we, being many, are one body in in Hamashiach, right? And every one member, and every one member one of another, right? Verse 6, having then gifts different according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the portion of faith, right? And see, when you have, he's saying that let everyone do according to what their fold is in this, right? Because a brother that may be on the street, he has to break down the scriptures. He got to be able to debunk anyone that come up, because Satan, best believe, if the Lord's out there, Satan is going to come out there to try to take away the word and try to test the Lord's work, the Lord's servants. So you got to be prepared. You got to have your sword sharp, right? You can't just be out there, trying to freestyle it. It ain't like it's this is the highest level. Not relating it to battle rap, but it's the highest level of levels out there. You dealing with spirit, everything spiritual. You dealing with spirits. So you got to be prepared. And they say victory favors the prepared. So you're not going out there. The brother's not going out there to be chased out of there. Only one should be able to remove them from out of there is the Most High. So you don't want to go out there and be stumbled, or be stumped. You want to be prepared. And that's with anything that you do. Because even sharing this message, it's going to be people that contact you. You're going to deal with some of the things I'm dealing with. You're going to have people attack your videos. You're going to have people leaving crazy comments. You're going to have other wicked Israelites making false pages about you, or editing tapes about you, or challenging you, telling you that you're off. It's going to be a lot of things you're going to be dealing with. Satan, the Most High has given, has let allowed Satan to test us in a lot of different ways, and it's all through the hands of the Most High. But we have different folds, right? And we will all be rewarded, or we're all placed in this truth according to our fold, right? I may not have the fold of another brother, right? But I have to operate according to my fold the best I can, at the highest I can, maximum effort, right? Let's go to the book of John, and let's go to chapter 10 and 16, right? This is the book of John, chapter 10 and verse 16. And it says, "And other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd," right? So he's basically saying all of the fold, all of us that are different folds are going to be gathered into one flock, right? Now you ain't got to worry about, I mean, you ain't got to envy the brother that may be more deeper in prophecy than you. Just respect the fold that you are in. It's nothing wrong with inspiring to be like. I mean, these brothers, our people should motivate one another to do better, and all inspiration of the Most High. But it's I mean, think of when when you was in the world, how we admired like people like Michael Jordan and celebrities, like you know, let's just say Jay-Z or Beyonce, or imagine how you admire them, right? And you found out who these people are after, away from the sports, because they're high at their level of what they do, but you found out who they are. This is just entertainment that they give out. But our people is speaking the words of the Most High. They're bringing out the words of the Most High to inspire our people to do better, to turn back to the Most High, to be acceptable when Yahushua returns to deliver us, right? So these guys should be admired. The real all-stars of Israel is the people, the brothers bringing out the word, the brothers that's willing to sacrifice everything to go out. Is that not in the true image of Yahushua? Right? So, but we are all different. We are all different folds. So we should aspire to be like the best of us. That's doing the work of the Lord. All being, of one body. Right? And as we doing this work, we have to we have to remain motivated. We got to remain diligent. We can't be held back by, or by minor setbacks. If they remove us, if they remove a video, listen. If they put you on suspension, come back with 4 or 5 more videos. Have them ready, set up. If they remove your account, start another account. If they take you off the whole platform, go to another platform. If you want to go out and help the brothers, and you're not good at you don't know the word yet, read. If you're not a good reader, work on reading. If you don't want to do that, hold a sign. If you don't want to do that, hand out a flyer. The word must go out. The work must still be done. But there's nothing wrong with getting built up in the spirit, getting ready. This is the time to get ready. You shouldn't allow it to take you too much time, but you should be preparing yourself. Just like, when, you was younger and, you wanted to, aspire to play basketball or any type of sport or anything, you want to sing, you practiced, you prepared yourself, you studied. These are the things. This is the most important job we would ever be ready for. This is the most important thing ever. Where those things would never led to salvation, this is your salvation on the line. And this is our job as men. This is your job as women. Right? Let's go to the book of Luke. Because it was the Yahushua sent out other men besides the apostles, besides disciples, to do the work, right? So everybody has their own job. It's not the other it might be a brother that's a higher fold than you, but the work still has to be done, right? We go on to Luke 10 and 1, right? And it's the book of Luke, chapter 10, and we'll start at 1, right? And it says, after these things, the Lord appointed other 70 also, and sent them two and two before his face into every city and place whither he himself would come. Verse 2, therefore said he unto them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he would send forth laborers into his harvest. Right? Verse 3, go your ways, behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves. Right? So he sent out other men, right? Besides the apostles. He sent them places that he would go himself. Right? So the Lord is the Yahweh is doing nothing different. He's putting us in different roles. He's putting you in a position. If you have access to any of these type of devices, platforms, and you are a man of the Most High, you have this understanding. It is your job not to get on these things and click on folly, share folly. My timeline is filled with brothers that will speak the word of the Lord, but share foolishness and laugh about it and find humor with it. But they don't share nothing of the Most High. They're not even sharing other brothers' videos. They're like, I ain't feeling what this brother's saying. This brother, he's too much right now. I don't want to kill my vibe. Listen, brother, listen. It ain't about vibes right now. Your vibe should be on the Most High. No one. The vibes of this world are foolish. We need to create a whole nother vibe. We need to create that. If we don't get it together now, the Most High is going to kill us vibe. That's the vibe that needs to go out, because we don't have much time. As you see, the prophecies are unfolding. The days are getting shorter. Time is flying by. Esau is divided among himself. He knows his kingdom is finished. All of the nations are in derision. World War III is breaking off as we speak. Jacob's trouble is at the door, at our front door, ringing the doorbell. These are the times that we are in. We have to be diligent more than ever. And do according to your fold. Do according to what is in your ability. Don't try to do more. Strive to do more. Work on it. As you are praying, pray more. As you are fasting, fast more. As you are studying, study more. Build yourself up in the spirit and get prepared. Right? We're gonna stay in the book of Luke, and I'm gonna go over to 12, and I'm gonna go down to start at 37. Right? Because this, the Most High can peel back the firmament any day. Chariots are being seen more than ever, not just by us. They're being admittedly seen by the U.S. government. So time is at hand. And we got to be doing the Most High's work, whatever capacity that you're in. Get as close to the Most High as you can. Support these brothers. Support these sisters that is teaching other sisters. Come out of the world, come out of these ways. Continue to fast, continue to pray, um, continue to study, keep the commandments. Don't let nothing pull you away from doing the work of the Most High. Stay motivated. Don't let Esau deter you. Don't let him distract you. Because who knows what's going to happen when, you never know when Yahweh Shai is gonna show up. I mean, from the books, everybody feel that they can predict, but no one knows. But you want to be fully into your work for the Most High when He is here. You don't want to be caught up in folly. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 37. It says, "Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when He cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, that He shall gird Himself and make them to sit to meat, and will come forth and serve them." Verse 38. "And if He shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants." Right? So, that's a beautiful precept, right? Because that when He come, you don't want Him to find you doing nothing crazy. You don't want Him, you know, see, you know, catch you with your pants down, and so to speak. So you got to be doing. You can't be just doing this when it feels good. You got to do it when you're not feeling great. When distractions are at their highest. When you worry about the things of the world. You gotta go to the Most High and pray for faith in these times, and get to His work. Pray for Him to increase the fire within you, to get after Him. Because when Yahweh shall come, you want to be fully embedded into that work. You want to be watching for the skies. You want to have a place prepared for Him. You want Him to say when He come that He's not pulling those chariots out without you. You and your children, you want to be on those chariots. You want to be among His elect. So I pray that this has been edifying for you. I pray for you and your household, that they are that the Most High covers you in your household. And I'll say shalom.